Hbar holders, you need to buckle up right now and prepare for new all-time highs on Hbar. And no, I'm not selling you guys the used car, and I'm not exaggerating. I strongly believe that Hbar is about to create a new all-time high and go on a massive run-up. We're going to be talking about it in this video. We're going to be addressing it, especially some of the recent announcements, because they are massive and they are very impressive when we're talking about some of the other top 10 projects in this space. So without further ado, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. And if you guys are not in that free Discord, what are you guys waiting for? Join up in the free Discord. You won't regret it. And with that being said, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the fact that we now see volume increasing on Hbar, even in the downtrend in the markets. And this is because of some of the recent announcements. And these are some of the biggest announcements that I have witnessed around Hedera since beginning to cover Hedera on this channel, which is well over 3 years ago now. If we're thinking about Hedera today, it is 10 times more bullish than 2020 and 2021. The price action right now, as we look at it, is sitting around almost 30 cents. It did hit almost 40 cents on the recent run up. And I do think that on this next big wave in this market, Hbar is going to break to a new all-time high and go into price discovery. And the reason why is because of all of the catalysts behind Hedera, all of the growth behind Hedera. And the number one thing that I've said this entire year, while Hbar was just doing this back here in a very boring, negative fashion, I kept saying all of these big announcements. Everyone keeps asking me, why is there no price action? Why is there no price action? Because all of these big announcements were happening, yet no price action. And I said, this is all pressure. It's all pressure building up, building up, building up for the big eruption. And even today, we have been witnessing over the last, 2 weeks, even since we did hit 40 cents or near 40 cents roughly, we have been seeing nothing but announcement after announcement after announcement. And this is, again, the same pattern. Pressure, 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 pressure. Let's start off with one of the biggest catalysts, the ETF. Eric Bakunis put out a post regarding cryptocurrency ETFs. In 2025, we expect a wave of cryptocurrency ETFs next year, albeit not all at once. First out is likely the Bitcoin ETH combo ETFs, then probably Litecoin because it's a fork of Bitcoin equals commodity, then Hbar because not labeled security, and then XRP and Solana, which have been labeled securities in pending lawsuits. Now, mind you, this is coming from ETF experts talking about Hbar becoming an ETF next year, probably around the first quarter of the year. Why? Because we now have a pro-crypto admin taken office. Gary Gensler will be stepping down. And talking more so about that, the Blockchain Association recently held a big discussion. It was titled Moving the Needle, Market Structure, Stablecoins, and SAB 121, where the chief policy officer at Hedera was sitting down in this discussion, talking about these things. Talking about the space in terms of, regulating the space, embracing regulations, and opening up the floodgates to adoption because of regulations. This is the same Blockchain Association that recently posted this. We're honored to share a message from real Donald Trump delivered to our members at this evening's annual Blockchain Association Policy Summit Gala. We look forward to celebrating the inauguration of the country's first pro-crypto president on January 20th, backed up by the most pro-crypto Congress ever. Check this out.
A very big congratulations to the Blockchain Association on your summit. It's very important work that you're doing, and you know that we're behind you and we will fight for you, and we're going to make sure that we keep our business in the United States. We want it here rather than China or so many other places. So get out there and fight hard, fight smart. You're going to be very successful. It's a new concept and a new business, and a lot of things are developing, and we'll get them developed, but hopefully we're going to really lead the world, and that's what's going to happen. Thank you very much. Enjoy your summit.
So there we have it. And, again, listen, this new admin is about to go all in on crypto. And if we're thinking about that, Hedera, being a US based company, is about to witness some very strong growth. In my opinion, Hedera is going to become one of the biggest winners through all of this, alongside Ripple, Algorand, Cardano, Stellar, etc. Now, talking about Hedera a little bit more, check out the DeFi TVL. It's coiled up, waiting for the next big move to the upside. We are seeing a lot of growth still across the board. I know in the last day it hasn't been that great, but check out the last 7-day change when it comes to Bonzo Finance. Guys, Bonzo continues to grow, sitting well over $30 million in TVL, borrowed $4.27 million. I do think that this thing is going to continue to grow. But also, if we're looking at the commits and the core developers, guys, it is still very strong around Hedera. And talking about the volume, I've been putting a focus on the volume. Let's go check out the daily, right? Let's look at the weekly real quick. So even though we are in the middle of a week, this is the week of December 16th, we're sitting at almost $6 billion in volume. If we go back to November 25th, we were sitting at almost $7 billion, and then what followed was the biggest move on Hbar with over almost $8 billion in volume. Why do I believe that Hedera is about to skyrocket above this almost $28 billion volume level and continue even higher on the price chart? Well, it's because volume right now is starting to heat up, and this is because of some of the recent announcements. I put a post out quoting the recent announcement, and I said, I keep saying that Hedera and Hbar are in a league of its own. These recent moves confirm just how big Hedera and Hbar will be. And if you guys did miss it, here we have the announcement from Hedera, 306,000 views only, which is insane to me. But we have today, Equity Lab, NVIDIA, and Intel have unveiled Verifiable Compute, the first hardware-based solution to govern and audit AI workflows. At launch, every AI computation on compatible Intel CPUs and NVIDIA GPUs will be immutably recorded on Hedera. This is absolutely insane. This is insane because think about how many Intel CPUs are out there, NVIDIA GPUs are out there. My computer right now has an Intel CPU and a NVIDIA GPU in it. Think about that. How many computers out there have the same? How many CPUs and GPUs are out there? Think about that. This is massive. Now, here's the official announcement. I went and I actually did a summarization with ChatGPT just to kind of save you guys some time. We have Equity Lab, Intel, and NVIDIA have unveiled Verifiable Compute, a groundbreaking framework aimed at addressing the AI industry's need for trust and verification as autonomous AI agents grow in use. By anchoring trust in next-generation NVIDIA and Intel hardware and leveraging Hedera's blockchain infrastructure, Verifiable Compute provides a hardware-based SLSA Level 3 cryptographic system for auditing and governing AI workflows. Key features include cryptographic certificates, secure AI training, inference, and benchmarking with tamper-proof records. Hedera integration uses the Hedera Consensus service to create an immutable, auditable trail of AI computations. Enterprise AI governance enables regulatory compliance across jurisdictions, supporting standards like the EU AI Act. The solution is built for industries like finance, life sciences, and public sectors where trust, transparency, and compliance are critical. Launching in Q1 of 2025, Verifiable Compute promises to set a new standard for secure AI governance and blockchain-enabled transparency. This is a massive game changer. This is huge. And when we go over here to Hbar Tata's post, we have a few of the powerhouses relying on NVIDIA AI. Soon their AI computations will be immutably anchored on Hedera, trust, transparency, and verifiability at scale. And guys, take a quick look at the names on this site. For an example, when we look at the household names, you could quickly find a ton of them. Adobe, Amazon. I mean, we have Gigabyte, IBM, Kawasaki, JP Morgan, Johnson & Johnson, John Deere, Mercedes, Lenovo, Meta, Microsoft. I mean, the names just go on and on. Like, these are massive companies leveraging NVIDIA. When we think about what's going on here, the bridge to the Web 2 space is being created in a large way. And even over here, we have yesterday, Equity Lab, NVIDIA, and Intel unveiled verifiable compute, the first hardware-based solution to govern and audit AI workflows. You can explore the product and learn how it leverages the Hedera consensus service here. And when we go over here, we have Verify to Trust AI. Introducing verifiable compute ready for agentic AI. And then if we scroll down, right, we see a new era of compute. This is launching in 2025. And this is where we start to kind of see the full breakdown of it, with the AI certificates going to governance statements, to AI notary systems, and back and forth. And also, if we scroll down, we could see lets you verify what data and models go into the AI workflow. AI is governed by policies and regulations, what code is run and where it is executed. The AI output is genuine and secure. And this is with, of course, Hedera and the Lucky Strike data facility. And if you click on these, it does take you right to a full breakdown of how Hedera is utilized throughout this entire life cycle. This is all with enterprise AI, by the way, in place. This is some of the biggest use cases out there when it comes to the AI space. You don't get mass AI adoption without Hedera, without blockchain. I mean, this is going to be very exciting. And we actually have down here the problem. Evolved AI equals evolved threats. 91% of enterprises face software supply chain attacks each year. You can't risk blind trust of AI. And that's where, of course, Hedera is coming into place. It is going to be that trustworthy, ultimately that trustworthy layer for the AI market. Just like we've talked about for years now, Hedera is the trust layer of Web3. And I do think that this is going to be an absolute game changer, especially with NVIDIA and Intel tapped in. These are two of the most adopted players out there around, computers, around data, around, just the workflows of basically everyday life when it comes to enterprises. So this is going to change the game. This is going to create such a massive demand for the HCS service, in my opinion, once we see full adoption of this, with AI growing year over year, becoming a much bigger piece of the global enterprise sector. I do think that this is going to be a game changer for Hedera. I think that this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to Hedera. These types of announcements on any other chain would be absolutely huge. Everyone would be talking about it. Right now, nobody cares. And I absolutely love that. I love it because we are so early. We are so early. We see what's happening here. I mean, Hedera is completely in a league of its own. And I do believe that Hbar is destined to break to a new all-time high. But outside of price action, I believe that Hbar is going to become a powerhouse in this space. It is going to be in the top 10. There is no doubt in my mind. Hbar is a top 10 giant in the making. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely have a like, subscribe, to notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.